What's going on, everyone? Today I'm team building around Escavalier for Sword and Shield OU, then I'll be testing out the team on the Pokemon Showdown ladder. The Escavalier set that I have is designed to take a Life Orb Flamethrower from Clefable, even after Hazard's damage, as well as 2 Mystical Fires from No Uninvested Sylveon, so that is really good. In order to set up those scenarios, what I'm going to do is pair it with a Choice Scarf Hydreigon, because everybody's going to throw in those fairies onto Escavalier. Say, for example, they have her hazards up, I can still U-turn onto Escavalier, know that I can safely take one Flamethrower from the Clef and hit it out very hard with Iron Head. If they get baited and stay in, that means Hydreigon can just have fun by clicking Dark Pulse the entire game, so let's go ahead and roll with it. U-turn, Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, and Flamethrower. Flamethrower is actually really good too by pressuring Ferrothorn, as well as Corviknight. Corviknight's really annoying for Escavalier because of pressure stall, so that's really good as well. However, they do have to consider that while roosting, they lose their flying typing, so close combat will hit them super effectively. The problem is we have 8 of them, right? So Hydreigon can go ahead and help out. Let's go ahead and run a Timid Nature here with 4 and Spadef, and where do I want to take the team from now? I definitely need a way to pressure Toxapex. That could be a really problematic situation because I don't want to rely on like Dark Pulse flinches against that, so maybe like a Stealth Rocker that pressures Toxapex would be great. Mew is definitely a bet. I don't think Seismitoad actually hits it very hard, so let's ignore that. Anything down here? Diggersby, I wish you got Stealth Rocks. I could go Mamoswine. Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Stealth Rocks. Wouldn't be bad. What else would it pressure? Mamoswine would be able to Ice Shard through stuff like Dragapult, which could be annoying because we don't really have a switch in, but we have good checks. Like, I'm pretty sure this naturally it's a Flamethrower and knockoff will kill. So I think I will go Mamo, mainly just for the packs. I don't think we need it for like Dragapult or anything, but the priority could be cool if they have like a Dragon Dance up because we might lose. I'm gonna go with Thick Fat over Oblivious. Like, Oblivious would be nice for like Taunt Grimmsnarl, but we have an Escavalier and no Grimmsnarl or Fire Punch, so I don't think I need to worry about that Pokemon very much. Let's go ahead and run Ice Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Crash, and Stealth Rocks with Life Orb, Adamant Life Orb Mamo, the only Mamoswine to run. Unless you're running Choice Scarf, which is another set I like, but I don't know, I find Choice Scarf is really weak. Like, it doesn't even pick up 2-hit KOs on Fizdef Sylveon, so let's go ahead and roll with Adamant Life Orb. We already have a Choice Scarfer, of course. Now from here, now what can't the team break? And what does the team need more defensive switch-ins for? Because what I'm noticing is Escavalier is really the only defensive pivot I have. I need a better Fire Resist, or like, I'd say Fire Resist. Thick Fat's not really providing me that. Hydreigon's not really providing me that. Like, Cinderace can easily just click High Jump Kick into Hydreigon, and I will lose. So Fire Resist. I definitely like the idea of adding a Defogger as well, because like, all of these are affected neutrally by hazards, and I don't really want to deal with that. A better ground immunity than Hydreigon would be nice too, so like, Corviknight is the one that immediately comes to mind. Another thing I definitely want is a Conkeldurr check, because these two get blown away by Mach Punch, and this does not take Drain Punch well at all, so let's actually focus on that first. I don't want to get 6-0'd by Conk. Mimikyu, Mew, those are cool options. Sylveon, I'm a little bit less reliant on, because it could run fast Poison Jab, and Conkeldurr sometimes runs enough speed to outspeed like Sylveon and Clef, so, well, not Clef, because those reach like 171, whereas Sylveon doesn't run any speed at all. I think I'll go Mimikyu actually, just for even more wall-breaking potential, because Mimikyu plus Mamoswine should be able to break through any sort of fat team that I need them to, and then we can just add like bulky pivots for the last two. Also, Disguise is just really nice to have for Dragapult as well, which we've already acknowledged is a really big problem, but this guarantees a strong situation against Conkeldurr, because even if they predict my Mimikyu coming in, they break the Disguise, I can still like play rough them after, and I'm immune to Mach Punch, so that's really good. So yeah, play rough, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Swords Dance. I would never run Adamant Mimikyu because it's able to... It gets outrun by Drill with Mold Breaker, and that's really not helpful, so let's go ahead and run Jolly. Now from here, I definitely want... I put the 4 EVs in this, right? Okay. I definitely want a Fire Resist as well as a Defogger. I think Corviknight just looks so strong, if I'm being honest. Like, it's going to check opposing Mimikyu, which is actually kind of a threat. Escavalier like, gets blown away by +2 Adamant to Life Orb Shadow Claw, so I definitely want to consider that. Yeah, I think I have to add Corviknight and double up on steals. So let's go ahead and run Defog, U-Turn, Roost, and Brave Bird with the leftovers. This also provides me with an Excadrill check if it's Sand Rush, whereas, like, I have the priority options and Escavalier can naturally take one, but I don't want to rely on those because in a 6v6 scenario, these are not going to only be dealing with Excadrill, right? Let's go ahead and run 80 Defense, 176 Speed Def, and a minus Special Attack Nature. What is the last thing this team needs? You know what? I don't think I'm that worried about Cinderace anymore. Like, I have the Disguise intact now. I have Mamoswine, which can naturally take a Pirate Ball. If they're banded, then they take Hazards damage. If they're Heavy Duty Boots, then I can probably check them using Scarf Hydreigon. So, yeah, I don't think I'm that worried about Cinderace, but if it ends up being too big of an issue, I'll update the team later. I definitely want another, like, Toxapex check, though, because Mimikyu is the only thing that's doing that right now. Sorry, Mamoswine. Did I say Mimikyu? I definitely did. So, I could go Assault Vest Hatterene. I haven't ran that in so long, but it's still really standard. I don't think I want to. Reuniclus is another idea. What would Life Orb Reuniclus provide for the team? It would provide me with a better, more sturdy check to, like, Seismitoad, which I definitely want to consider. Because, like, all of these guys getting Scald Burnt or Toxic would be really frustrating, whereas Reuniclus wouldn't really care about all of that, and Hatterene gets worn down by Earthquake, so I think we'll go Reuniclus and just stick with that. With the Life Orb Magikarp. I have triple Life Orb on this team now, don't I? Life Orb, Life Orb, Life Orb, but Reuniclus obviously doesn't even take Life Orb Recoil. I'll run Recover, Psychic, Shadow Ball, not Shadow Ball, Thunder, and Focus Blast. I'm not really worried about Aegislash, like I have a Hydreigon at the end of the day, so it doesn't even matter. I can check it using Mamo too. Like, I'm pretty sure Mamo naturally takes a +2 Shadow Sneak, so that's really good. And then of course I'll just go ahead and run 0 IVs and speed to minimize Gyro Ball damage as well as just anti-Trick Room. That's what I love about Escavalier too, by the way. It can underslow Hatterene under Trick Room, so that's really strong. Let's run minus speed and 4 in Spidef, and yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's go ahead and play. Okay, I have a game right here. My opponent has a really fat team, so regarding how I can break it, my Mamoswine looks great, as does my Reuniclus, but I want to pressure the Rocks lead being Hippowdon. How can I do that? Probably Mamoswine, but if they lead off with something like Gengar, that would be a lot worse. Let's just go with it and see how it goes. They lead Clef. I actually don't think it's worth taking a Moonblast here. I'm going to go with Escavalier. He could Flamethrower, though. Maybe Corviknight's the initial pivot. I'll go Corviknight into the other thing. He also goes Corviknight, okay. So he values the Clef, clearly. Good to know. I think what I want to do here is just go for a U-turn. I thankfully get the slow U-turn, so that's really nice for me. And yeah, now I'm able to get in Mamoswine on the Hippowdon, which was like the whole point. I don't think you would risk this. Like, it's your best check to Escavalier and Mimikyu. I'm gonna go for Rocks. Come on, dude. Why would he stay in? Unless you actually live this. Maybe you do. But now he goes Pex. Yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be really annoying. Because, like, I'm taking Rocks now. I think I just try to be aggressive here and just, like, double Icicle Crash. As, yeah, that doesn't work out. Yeah, I'm gonna get every play wrong. It always happens when I face a bulky team. Can I flinch? I actually crit that thing, so it's dead on entry, huh? That's really helpful, but, like, my Mamoswine turns are getting really limited now. I have to switch it out, too. I'm gonna go Escavalier on the sub. I don't really think I can die to anything. Like, even a +2 Shadow Ball shouldn't kill me, so let's go for Iron Head. He goes for Hex. Probably has a Will-O-Wisp on that set, then. I'm gonna go for Knockoff this turn. As the Corviknight goes down. Okay, that's really helpful, but wait, you don't kill me. What are you doing? Unless your Spec's Mystical Fire. Do I Scouter that? I feel like I just Iron Head. I'm gonna live that. Easily. And I can Iron Head you for a lot here. Never mind, 88% is the amount I'm Iron Heading you for. Okay, that was weird. Now my Reuniclus just spams Psychic though, so I'm really happy about this. I'm gonna live that too. Never mind. I think my best play is to go Reuniclus now. And just start firing off those Psychics like I mentioned. I mean, like, the other play is going Mamoswine right now, but yeah, I'll go Mamo now, actually. And what I'm going to do is just click Earthquake into the Pex. Yeah, I don't want to, like, let that thing just wear me down. It's really annoying. Now out comes Hydreigon. I think I'd actually still keep this. Like, it can click Icicle Crash against the Hippo, so I'll go to Hydreigon on the Hex, which doesn't do, like, any damage at all. And I can just go right for Dark Pulse as Clef comes in. I believe the way to go about this is I should spam Dark Pulse until I die. No, actually, I want to keep the speed control for the Gengar. I'm going to go Corviknight here. Is Calm Mind something I'm afraid of? Not when I have Mamoswine in the back. I think I can Earthquake this just fine. Yeah, I even get a Brave Bird off there, so that's really nice. And I think in order to guarantee a win, what I have to do is go Mamoswine and try to hit Icicle Crash. Because if I go out into Mamoswine and they pivot to Hippowdon on Earthquake, I could still lose. The other play is going Mimikyu and Shadow Clawing if that kills, but then if they go Hippowdon, that's annoying as well. I'm just going to go Mamoswine and I'm just going to Earthquake. Yeah, I don't want to play around with that. And now what I can do is bring out my Hydreigon on the Hippo. Good bringing, but I still don't think it'll help you. I can just Dark Pulse. Yeah, that does so much damage, and like they can't really stall this out here. This doesn't even get toxic, so they try to Earthquake. And now I flinch it, so yeah, GG. This is not Scarf, so that is going to be the game right there. Okay, nice, so I will be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. This guy has a really cool team. All three starters just chilling right next to each other. Despite the fact that his team is really heat, he actually has a pretty good matchup with Cinderace against my team, so that's something I have to watch out for. I'll lead Hydreigon. I think he's probably leading Cinderace just due to how well it does. It's kind of free. Yeah. And if I were him, I would go Grimmsnarl. I'm going to Draco. Because if he goes Grimmsnarl, no, but then he could double to Cinderace. I'm just going to Dark Pulse. Okay, out comes Grimmsnarl. That's definitely AV. I'm going to get in my Corviknight here. I really hope he doesn't double to the Cinderace. This is going to be tough if he does. Oh, it's actually screens. Okay, well he might... I thought he would go for a Taunt, but... This is where like Oblivious on Mamoswine would be so much better, but I guess it's alright. Let's bring this out and just go right for... I feel like Iron Head is just okay. Cinderace comes in and takes a decent chunk. Not really. It's gonna go for Pyro Ball. I'm just gonna go hard Hydreigon. That is definitely banded. That hurts so much. Yeah, and Hydreigon's actually so good here too. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, and he just pivots back to the Grimmsnarl. Like, this is what I'm saying. Despite how good his... Like, how interesting his team is, the Cinderace still does really well. I'm gonna get an Escavalier as he just doubles into it. Yeah, I don't know what I can do. The more he keeps on doing this, and the more I'm just gonna lose. Okay, I'm able to take that. I'm just gonna go for the momentum this time, and just U-turn on that Grimmsnarl. Screens are about to go down. I have to take advantage of this while I can. Yep, out it comes. Let's go Mamoswine here, and... I'm gonna try to get a Brox. Okay, now I'm pressuring Cinderace every time it comes in, which is really good. Let me go right for Earthquake here. That hurts. I can just click it again. Yeah, Cinderace taking hazards every time is gonna be so good, and I'm not hard switching in Hydreigon anymore. Despite the fact that it's at 8, it's still really good now that Grimmsnarl is so low. So, that's really nice. Out comes Rillaboom. I was actually considering Icicle Crashing, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess I'll just do it now. Oh, I forgot this thing's actually fast. Well, that was a bad play. Yeah, this is not a Pokemon I see a ton, so my bad. It's a Life Orb. Okay, I'll go Corviknight here. And, I mean, I could just hit him up with a U-turn on the Toxtricity coming in. Allows me to get in my Reuniclus here. I mean, like, Boom Burst is gonna hurt, right? I'm gonna click Focus Blast on the Grimmsnarl. Nice. Okay, I'm able to hit that. It still knocks it out through this screen. And now he can go to, like, Cinderace again. Yeah, this thing... If I live one, it might be worth it to attack. If I'm being honest, like, that seems really worth it. I'm gonna Psychic. I think I live. Yeah, and I kill it. Nice. That Flare Blitz recoil might have actually mattered. In fact, it definitely did. Did he take 37 from recoil right there? What? I think he just took 37 from recoil. Because he was at 60, right? And my Psychic did 23. Out comes this. If this is Shift Gear, I don't even care. Let's just go for Psychic. And if he clicks anything like besides Sludge Wave, his Throat Spray is going to go off right now. So he goes for Overdrive. It's not Throat Spray, which is good to know. How do I want to endgame this? Mimikyu looks really strong in the endgame here. As does Corviknight if I get rid of this thing. So that's really cool. I think I just go out into my Hydreigon here and click... I think I U-turn into my Escavalier, but Draco is also a good play. Unless I miss, but let's go for Draco. Yeah, because, like, even though that sucks that I lost Hydreigon, if he loses this, I don't think he beats my Corviknight at all, so... It doesn't even matter. I'll keep Escavalier just in case I end up needing it for Inteleon and go Mimikyu here to Shadow Sneak. That probably is worth it. Yeah, I killed that there. Wait, that thing was Choice Specs, right? No, I never confirmed the item, okay. Out comes Diggersby. Are you Scarf? Do I even risk my disguise? I don't think it's worth it. Now let's just play rough and find out. If he's not Scarf, I win. Okay, I win if I hit 2. That's what I should be saying. But like, yeah, now I can bring out Escavalier after and try to hit Megahorn. That's the thing with this team, it does a lot of inaccurate moves, but I'm able to hit that right there, which is really good. And actually, I don't think I actually need to hit if I Shadow Sneak into this thing. So let's get the chip damage off here. And then, like, I guess, like, if I kill this, then Corviknight can just deal with the Rillaboom as long as I can hit the Megahorn into Inteleon, right? So there's that. Goes right for Scald. I bring in a Escavalier right here, and I think I have to Megahorn. It doesn't really matter if he switches out, and yeah, that should be GG, because Rillaboom cannot beat these two. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even though his team was really heat, Cinderace just made the matchup tough. I'm gonna go for Megahorn. That's what I love about this gen. Like, you can always run heat as long as you have a good matchup with one Pokemon and just use the rest to support it, right? That's what I love about Gen 8, but I'll be right back. So I double-checked my team, and it turns out my Mimikyu was Adamant during those first 2 games, so I went ahead and fixed that. This guy's really weak to Reuniclus, but Surfetched could be an issue spamming close combat. I have an immunity though, so maybe he won't click it. I really like Hydreigon lead. Against Corviknight, he's going to get the slow U-turn here whether I like it or not. And I really don't want to take the hit with this, so let's just go ahead and get out of here and bring in my own. Yeah, now Arcanine is obviously coming in. Actually, that's not the best Pokemon to invite in, because similarly to Cinderace, I don't really deal with it. Especially if it's like close combat, that's going to suck. I wonder if it's leftovers or not. What do I do? I could go Reuniclus, but if it's like Flare Blitz, that'll hurt. Let's try that. Just goes for Will-O-Wisp, which I can take. Okay, nice. Now here's the question. Do I just drop a Thunder, or do I click Psychic? I think Psychic is the play. Should have dropped a Thunder. I'll just Psychic again, though, because he's going to U-turn out into that Seismitoad, I think. Yeah, now I'm hitting somebody really... Oh, dude, get out of here. Okay, so I get rid of Surfetched, which is really helpful. Like, the thing is, there was really no drawback there, because if he starts spamming Brave Bird, then I could just, like, recover it off. I'll recover here, yeah, like just like this. And now I can just Thunder now. If I hit, it's over. Yeah, but I'm not going to, because, yeah. So let's go ahead and recover. I take that, okay. Yeah, if I hit right there, it was completely over, but now it's actually a game. Which I don't mind, like, I would rather play, but let's go Corviknight here. Dragon Darts does like 0. I can just go for U-turn on the Corviknight into... Probably into Mamo. Just hit him up with an Icicle Crash. That does so much. Roost hurts though. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt me, but like the Life Orb is annoying. I get up rocks as Arcanine comes in. It's gonna go for Flare Blitz, I think. This thing is actually kind of frustrating, but I want to keep Hydreigon to spam Dark Pulse, so... I'll just Earthquake. I am faster, so that'll... Not Oko? Are we serious? Okay, I don't care. I'm Earthquaking again. Like, for all I care, you can get in Corviknight. I'll get in Reuniclus now and actually hit my Thunder this time. Nah, dude. Watch this play. He's gonna U-turn. Got him. Okay, so now somebody has to basically die. Like, Seismitoad comes in and takes 70. Yeah, that thing is so strong. I can just recover up here. Yeah, had that Thunder hit earlier, this would be completely over. I got up rocks, and then there's no way for him to remove them. It was a wrap. But yeah, now I can just recover up to full, and there's not a lot he can do about it. He should try to get in Dragapult, but because I know it's physical, I'm not even worried about that. And I can just Psychic again here. And kill off the Toad. Okay, nice. Now Toxtricity. Now Dragapult comes in. I'm keeping a Escavalier just for that Toxtricity, by the way, because I can naturally take anything. Same deal with Mimikyu's Disguise. Like, that's really important. Although I might sacrifice that just to Sword Dance up and win the game at some point. Goes for a U-turn, so now I just gave that Arcanine a recover, which is a little bit lame, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to avoid this, but I guess it's cool. Let's defog these hazards away. Then get in my Reuniclus. Oh, it is actually Blitz. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be Flamethrower. Okay, you can have this. Goes for Blitz again. Let's get in Hydreigon and just Pulse. Oh, that ate it up. This thing should be dead, dude. Come on, just flinch it, Hydreigon. That's deserved. Like, it shouldn't be alive. Come on. I mean, it's Thunder, so, like, I guess I can't really complain about that, but, like, if you miss the Thunder, I think the flinch, like, is sort of make-up. I mean, but now he can't really do a ton, right? He can go to Toxtricity after, but I don't think it'll help him out. Because if I damage that, then I just win with my Mimikyu, so... Yeah, out comes the Dragapult. Let's just Dark Pulse this too, and... It looks like he's not even... Oh, he tried to predict. I think that was just a choke. He was trying to get damage on the Escavalier for Toxtricity. I'll be right back. So this one looks really challenging because he has the double Water Core with Dracovish and Crawdont, and both of those just click Crabhammer and Fishious Rend, and I'm probably going to lose, so... I might have to play it a bit more aggressively than I want to, but I will try. I'm gonna lead off with my Hydreigon because it's the one thing that doesn't allow the two water types to get a kill. Like, if he leads Mamoswine, it's gonna hurt, but... I can still U-turn here, I think. No, I can't take a hit with this. I'm just gonna go hard into my own. I have Thick Fat. I don't think he would Earthquake. Yeah, he goes for Icicle Crash, so... I'm able to take that okay, and I think I have to try to get up rocks. If he outspeeds here... Oh, don't flinch. Okay, good. So I think he's Jolly. Okay, if that was 3 speed ties, that kind of sucks, but I don't think it was. I'll go with Escavalier now. Yeah, this one's gonna be an L. I can already see it, but I'll Iron Head here. It's Helmet Fizdef. Are we serious? And yeah, do I just leave? I can probably try to win with Mimikyu actually. Maybe I'm being a little bit too negative here. Mimikyu looks kind of nice. If he roosts, he takes super effective damage for Megahorn, so let's go for that and kill off the Mandibuzz. But rocks are now gone, which hurts. Whereas his rocker is still alive and well. And he just goes like Dracovish here and clicks Fishious Rend. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm losing a Pokemon. He actually opts to do it with Crawdont, which I find really odd because you could probably lose the game if you miss, but he could also just knock off. I mean, I'm just going to stay in and see whether he wants to. He actually risked Crabhammer. I think he could have just gone Dracovish, dude, but I guess, I mean, hey, both plays work as long as you hit that one. I'll bring in Mimikyu here. I'm just gonna play rough. He decides to break it, but like, I think I had to try to kill that. I wonder if it's Scarf Dracovish or not. That's gonna be interesting. We know I'm faster than the Mamo, which is helpful. If this guy loses, I'm just gonna laugh. Like, he has such a broken matchup here. He's gonna go for Fishious Rend. I can beat Mimikyu using Corviknight. Goes for Fishious Rend. That is Scarf, it looks like. 60 is Scarf. Yeah, there's no way. So I think what I have to do right here is Dark Pulse. He actually risked that thing. I'm surprised about that, but I did live, so... Yeah, because Fishious Rend is only doubled in power if you're faster. And yet now he's giving me damage in the Hydreigon, which is actually kind of important here. I think I'll keep this around and go Corviknight. On the Nasty Plot. I'm not really scared of that. I can just U-turn. Don't flinch. Okay, he's actually giving me a chance to win, which is kind of funny. I don't think I should have ever had a chance to win here, but... U-turn will not kill. I'm minus attack. I need to get this play right and I can actually win the game, which is like... It kind of blows my mind, considering, like, how bad of a matchup it was. Wait, is my Mimikyu's Disguise still a thing? No, the Crawdont broke it. I'm gonna go for U-turn. I'm just gonna play off the choke of him going hard Mimikyu. He should pivot Mamoswine if anything, but... Okay, can I get a roll? Nah, no roll. Yeah, I lost. He actually risked the game, though. That kind of saddens me, because I had the opportunity to win. Let's bring this out. Go right for Shadow Sneak. Try to kill this thing, and then, yeah, lose the game after, obviously, but... Okay, if Reuniclus can take 1 from the Mimikyu, maybe it's not over. No, it still is, because, like, that thing, yeah. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I obviously Shadow Sneak here. He wins the tie. I can just go to Reuniclus and try to Psychic. But, like, yeah, I think this guy played as, like, a really good matchup, not the best, if I'm being honest. That's gonna die, dude. He might have choked. No, because you still just go Draco Vision, Fishes Rend me into range of Mamo. If you go Mamo first, though, and, like, don't kill me, then I could win with Hydreigon. That's, like, the one hope I have here. Come on, go Mamoswine, dude. Mess up for no reason. You should know Draco Vision is the play, right? There's no way somebody's that bad. Yeah, okay, come on. And I can just Psychic. I'm gonna die here to Fishes Rend, I think. Maybe he's not Ice Shard, guys? Oh, that'll code. Yeah, GG, dude. Actually, you know what? I'll try to take the kill. Like, can't hurt. And then if he's not, like, Ice Shard, I could flinch once and then win. But he definitely has it. Yeah, I'm actually not happy with how I played. I feel as though this guy gave me chances to win, and I just didn't take any of them. But I expected him to play better, which was kind of a mistake. I'll be right back. So this looks a lot more doable, mainly because Mamoswine is really strong. If I can pressure the Clefable, then Hydreigon can actually just spam Draco and Dark Pulse, so that'll be really helpful. What I want to do is predict the Excadrill lead, I think. This is weird. He has like 4 Stealth Rockers, and there's no way the Hippowdon doesn't have Stealth Rocks, right? So does he just have like multiple Rockers, or is it like... Okay, so it's Sandra's Drill, obviously, so that's not going to be Rocks. It's probably Life Orb 3 attacks Clef, maybe Clanger's Soul on this, and then Hippowdon's the Rocks. That's what I would anticipate it to be, but you never know, right? So if the Hippowdon's the Rocks, that might end up being the lead, but... Like, I don't think he's leading Komodo, Drill, or Hydreigon. Those are the three I'm not anticipating. Clef could be a lead. But either way, I'm going to lead Mamo, anticipating Clef or Hippo. Jellicent. Okay, so this is like the one wall that I didn't expect to see as a lead, but obviously it's here now. I'm not taking a Will-O-Wisp, I'm just going to go Reuniclus. Yeah, now I'm actually in a position where I can throw off a pretty strong move if I want to. Do I go for Focus Blast? No, I'm going to Psychic. That hurt a lot. I'm going to Focus Blast here. Come on, dude, I even made the play. That's so lame. Let's go Escavalier. Dark Pulse hurts. Oh, he has Life Orb. He might have Flamethrower. Okay, I don't think he has Flamethrower. Let's go right for a U-turn. The Clef is probably coming in. And this allows me to get in my Mamoswine. I think I just attack this. If I killed this, that means my Hydreigon's going to have a lot of fun this game. I'm just going to Earthquake. Yeah, that does so much. And I can probably just Earthquake again. And I can still get up Rocks later, which is really nice. So yeah, now I know I can spam Dark Pulse using my Hydreigon. Especially, like, if I hit the Life Orb Dark Pulse, and the Focus Blast into that Hydreigon, this would be so over. Look at Hydreigon and look at their team at that point. I guess they still have a Komodo, but I don't think it would have been enough. Let's see, though. It's not over at all. Especially, like, let's see what they go out into. Jellicent. I'm actually just going to throw this out for Rocks. As they actually allow me to keep it. Okay, I'm getting out of here now, dude. What? Why did you let me keep that Pokemon? That thing is such a big threat to your team. I'm gonna drop a Thunder. Reuniclus is hitting a move. Never mind, it's not hitting anything. Let's click Psychic. Okay, I crit that. So no sand for the rest of the game once it's gone. And I still have a full health Corviknight, right? Like, I'm not scared. I think I just win using Mimikyu, actually. Swords Dance plus Play Rough and Shadow Claw probably just wraps this up for me. I'll make the Escavalier play like I did the other time and just click Knockoff here. Actually, I was about to close combat calling the Dark Pulse again, but he decided to just switch out. Yeah, and I know Rapid Spin's coming out, so let's just go ahead and attack. If that thing is Clanger's Soul, I have to go hard Hydreigon and hit a Draco, but as long as I can do that, it's over. I'm just going to attack this. That actually hurt them a lot, and I can just knock off again. If they Wisp here, that means they don't even... Oh, they can get back up to full, I think. That's annoying. Yeah, they can spam that all they want. I don't really care. So now they finally kill me. My best play is to go... Reuniclus isn't bad. Does it live? It does. Nightshade does the level damage, right? So 100 damage. I'm at 146. Let's do this and just Dark Pulse. Hydreigon comes in and gets crit. I'm gonna go Corviknight here on the Dark Pulse and just U-turn. Jellicent, I bring in Hydreigon. Click Dark Pulse just like last time. Komodo comes in. I think I go Corviknight here. On Flamethrower. That hurts, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm just trying to play a super safe endgame, because I'm pretty sure I have this, like, no matter what. Let's go Mimikyu, and do I just Swords Dance here and end it? Like, yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, Jellicent comes out, I just Shadow Claw. And now it's over, because I can just Shadow Claw through that other thing as well. Yeah, I don't even have to click Play Rough. I just Shadow Clawed into range of Ice Shard. Okay, I'll be right back. So this player has a Ditto, which is very interesting. I definitely want to take advantage of Mamoswine this game. And Mamoswine actually looks really strong. Regarding my Bisharp check, if I can keep Hydreigon healthy, it can Flamethrower through that, but I need to make sure I don't give that a Defiant boost using Defog. I like Escavalier here against Togekiss, but I need to break their flinch once, which I don't really want to rely on, so maybe Mamoswine is a better check to that Pokemon. I'm going to lead off with my... The rocker is Komodo. I don't think it's Rock's Bisharp. It's going to be Rock's Komodo, so... Let's call that and lead Reuniclus. They actually led Bisharp. Okay, well, Throat Chop is going to come out, so let's go Corviknight here and try to get the U-turn. I'm not even scared of that. I'm just going to U-turn. I should be slower, so I can take the hit here. They actually click Stone Edge. That's odd. Well, I'm going to bring this in and Flamethrower now. I think it kills it. Why did they go for Stone Edge? They don't even click Sucker Punch. Dude. Komodo comes in. Do I use my Mimikyu now? Yeah, let's try that. They go for Sub. Are you Belly Drum, dude? No, they just go for Shadow Claw, which is fine. I can just Play Rough. Aegislash comes in. I should have anticipated this, actually. That was a bad maneuver. Let's go Corviknight on Sacred Sword. I think they were hoping I'd throw out Hydreigon there, but I can't. And now what I can do is just spam Brave Bird. Nice Salac Berry, dude. It doesn't even matter. Oh wait, that U-turn did nothing. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, I mean, I think my Mamoswine being healthy is just gonna like be the deciding factor here. At least for now, what I can do is throw out Mimikyu and just click Shadow Sneak. Like, I don't want to take a hit here. Out comes Diggs. I can bring in Corviknight every time. Oh, are you Fire Punch? I don't think they're Fire Punch. They try to Earthquake. Like, they're just, this guy's just playing off chokes over and over again. I think I could just go Mimikyu now and probably kill this with Play Rough. Okay, I don't know if the crit mattered, but I kill it. It was Life Orb boosted, so maybe it didn't. I'm just gonna Shadow Claw. Yeah, this guy, I don't know what this guy's trying to do. I crit it again. But, like, he probably tried to Sacred Sword again, knowing this guy. I can just Play Rough this. He has Choice Scarf? Okay, so I guess he has shown his last resort. About time. I'm just gonna Ice Shard, dude. Komodo gets sacked. I have to keep Mamo for that Togekiss, so let's get out of here. And go out into Corviknight. On the Crash. You know, hindsight, this was probably not the Pokemon to sack because I could Pressure Stall. Yeah, let's get out of here. That's not the Pokemon to sack at all. Yeah, now it's over. Okay, good. They double into the Ditto. I'm just gonna get rid of your Scarf now and call it a GG, dude. Yeah, this was a weird game. Goodbye, Choice Scarf. Let's hit him up with Close Combat now and knock it out. Togekiss can only win if it's like a Thunder Wave Roost, and actually, no, it can't even add that. So, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and run, and I'll be right back. So, an endgame I can go for right here is my Mimikyu, but I need damage off on the Ferrothorn. I do see a Cinderace on their team, so that's really concerning. I'll lead Hydreigon here. If they have Protect a Scout, they will go for that. If not, they will go Sylveon. I like Flamethrower on my end. I think they would have already clicked Protect, but I don't think they're going to Protect. I could easily sub Nasty Plot, and I don't think they want that happening. I'm going to go for U-turn immediately, yeah. I figured that was going to happen. Now what I can do is bring this in, and I'm just going to Earthquake, to be honest. Oh, I actually really need damage on you, so have another one, dude. Or do I get up Rocks? Or do I Icicle Crash? It gets a lead sheet off. I'm gonna go Reuniclus here because I don't want it recovering at all. It doubles to Conk, which is actually gonna work out for me, funnily enough. They're not gonna stand, they're gonna go Sylveon, so let's just click Psychic. Okay, well I guess they decided to sack the Conkeldurr. Hydreigon comes in. This thing is an issue. I'll go with Escavalier on the U-turn. You know, in hindsight, I probably could have stayed in there and lived one hit, so that kind of sucks, but I have Ferrothorn low, so I could probably try to take advantage of Mimikyu soon. I'm gonna risk Hydreigon, I think. No, I mean, I have a better sack. If I want to switch out, I'm just gonna sack my Reuniclus. Yeah, they did go for Pirate Ball, so I could have kept the sack there and probably taken the hit with Hydra, but there wasn't really a point, if I'm being honest. Let's go Hydreigon here and just click U-turn. They have a Sylveon. They shouldn't stay in. I'm scared. I'm gonna Draco. They threw out Hydreigon. Okay. I think they were expecting anything other than Draco then. Let's go out into you. Mystical Fire hurts, but it's not like that big of a deal. I can just Iron Head. Ferrothorn comes in. I CC. They might pivot to the Gengar. Yeah, good play, but I don't even think you kill me, which is kind of sad. Oh, are you really going for Cursed Body, dude? Get out of here. Yeah, I killed that as well. That's honestly kind of funny. The fact that that couldn't kill. And now, like, I still am a little bit worried about Sylveon, but I have my Mimikyu at the end of the day. I'll just sack this off now. Follow it up with Hydreigon. I think I just Dark Pulse. Sylveon comes in. I'll throw out my Corviknight. I'm just trying to get in Mamoswine safely. That's the main thing here. Yeah, let's just start spamming Brave Bird. That hurt. What? That hurt like a lot. I'm going to U-turn. Yeah, because I knew he was going to try to pass it. That did so much damage, though. Like, are we serious? 50 off Brave Bird from Corviknight? I'm not even attack invested. Okay, so here's the turn I need to get right. Do I Flamethrower? I haven't shown it. Okay, I got it right. Cool. Now I can bring this in and just safely Earthquake. He shouldn't protect. I could have clicked rocks there, but I guess he didn't care. Yeah, that takes way too much. I think the way to go about this is just Earthquake twice, then get in Mimikyu and Swords Dance. Or actually, no, I get in Corviknight and Brave Bird first, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, because that'll kill this, and then I force out Cinderace, which is like the better scenario. Yeah, on the off chance I actually need this, I'll go hard Hydreigon on the Pirate Ball, and I mean I'll click Dark Pulse, but yeah, Sylveon's gonna get doubled in. I go Corviknight here on the Wish. Roost this up. Mystical Fire. Now I can just spam Brave Bird. Brave Bird was doing way too much damage, by the way. Like, can we talk about that? 50? This guy's Sylveon is like something offensive. 46 there. He's playing with fire. And I am pressure stalling him too. I'll Brave Bird here again. Can I just crit? Like, is that a thing that can just happen? Okay, now I think I'm fine. Because all I do is I sack this here. And as long as they don't Pyro Ball burn my Mimikyu, what's going to happen is I'm going to bring it out, Swords Dance. And then I just need to click Shadow Sneak. They did not burn me. I just Shadow Sneak here. Kill that. And let me just learn some calcs. Do I have to play rough? Sylveon. Shadow Claw's not... Okay, my Corviknight was doing like 40 plus with Brave Bird. Let's first figure that out. Okay, yeah, I can Shadow Claw here. No way, this is not killing. And that is going to be GG right there. Nice. So I will get another game. So this will be the last game right here. This guy has like a really sweaty team if it was like pre-Dynamax, but now Ditto is like a lot worse than it used to be. What I want to do is break through using Mamoswine and Mimikyu again. Those two Pokemon look really strong. So once again, if I can pressure using Mamo to weaken for Mimikyu, that's gonna open up the end game, but the double steal is really annoying. What I want to do is lead off with Hydreigon. Against a Dragapult. I'm gonna U-turn. Like, if you look at my team composition, who else would be Scarf besides Hydreigon, right? They should recognize that and go hard Sylveon here, yeah. And what this allows me to do is get in my Mamoswine. I like the idea of clicking Stealth Rocks. I didn't do it last game because the guy had a Cinderace, but I'm okay with doing it now. Let's click Icicle Crash. It's going to hit right there, but never mind. And I crit him into a range where he couldn't click Substitute. That's honestly kind of funny. So Ditto decides to come in now. I mean, obviously, I can't stay in here. I'm going to go out into my Corviknight on the Earthquake and just hit him up with a U-turn. Pharaoh comes in, I bring in Reuniclus, and I'm just going to Focus Blast as I'm able to hit that, which is kind of cool. I'll spam Psychic now. Okay, I get a Spit F drop. Maybe I should recover. Yeah, Sylveon comes in. This is annoying, but I can probably go hard Escavalier. I'm going to close combat, dude. That's not getting past. Mystical Fire all you want. It's not going to Ferrothorn. Yeah, pass it to Toad all you want. Not Ferrothorn. And now I'm kind of in a position where if I Swords Dance after I get this Megahorn off, I'm going to win the game with my Mimikyu. Dude, Scald me if you want. Like, I'm just trying to get the perfect opportunity for Mimikyu to win this game. I'll throw this out here, though. Throw out a Psychic. Go Mamo here on the Wish. Icicle Crash here. Tries to pass it to Ditto, but that doesn't work out. And yeah, it should be over. My Mimikyu just does way too well now. And actually, who does he even bring in? I'm realizing. What? I guess that was a bring in, okay. Well, I might have thrown, but I don't think so. I should still be fine. Yeah, don't I just bring this in and Swords Dance, and like it doesn't even matter. Yeah, there's that. I forgot how Disguise got nerfed. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, now I just Shadow Claw 4 times. I will play rough here. I don't know if Shadow Claw is killing, and yeah, now it's over. So yeah, let's go ahead and end things off right there. Mimikyu did really well, and Escavalier definitely came through a lot. Those last two games, Mimikyu was definitely the MVP, though. Well, Mamoswine and Mimikyu. Mamoswine was able to pressure Seismitoads and Ferrothorns, and then Mimikyu just went in. I did hope you all enjoyed. You can find this team down below in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.